Okay, I'm going to show you something different, something I've never tried before, but I saw another presenter explain how to do this, and she's a makeup artist, so I trust what she's saying. It's summer, and some people have a harder time keeping their foundation to staying on because they sweat and everything. So this supposedly is a real good way, so we're going to try and see how it goes. What we're going to use is primer, which I've already done. I've already put primer on my face. We're going to use the body bronzer. We're going to use a loose powder, our loose mineral concealer, and our touch foundation. I know, it's weird because that's the order we're going in also. First, we're going to use an illuminator, which is what this bronzing lotion is, because it has a slight shimmer to it, so it is an illuminator. So we're going to use that on our whole face first. And it doesn't take much of this stuff. I'm not sure. We'll try that much, but I think that's probably going to be a little too much. So I'm just going to kind of tap it all over. And just rub that in with my fingers. I'm using Hermosa. It's the medium shade. I could probably get away with using Sunset, the lightest one, just, because I'm using it under everything. But I went ahead and went with the normal color I use. Yes, I have way too much, so I'm going to wipe some of that off. Okay. Oh, and the other thing, we'll also use concealer if needed. So, okay, next I'm going to use the mineral concealer in Frivolous. It's just a loose powder. It's called a concealer, but it's just a loose powder. And I'm going to use the powder puff brush for that. Put this on. I know it sounds, it's different to use, the cream and then use some powder and then go back on top of that with some liquid, but we'll see how that goes. You don't need a whole lot of the powder. Just want enough to set the body bronzer. Or illuminator. We'll call it illuminator tonight. Okay. As you can see, if I can get a good thing, that's a pretty good coverage already. So, next we're going to go with the liquid foundation. I use chiffon, so that's the color I have, and use the liquid foundation brush. She also recommended something that I don't do, is putting it in the indentation here and there. I always put it around the edges, but she did recommend doing that, so I'm going to try it that way. You can see, I'll just put about 3 drops in there. We'll see if that's enough. And then I'll still do it this, way I always do, and just kind of tap it on my face and then buff it in. She said this will really help give a flawless finish to your foundation and keep it on all day through the hot summer days. She lives in Florida, so I figure she knows what she's talking about too. Even though here in Tennessee, it's pretty miserable. Make sure I get that all buffed. Okay, I'm trying to get up close enough, you can see. I do like the slight dewiness to that. So, there you go. You don't have to, if you don't need the concealer on top of that. I think I probably do. Maybe. Covered up my dark circles pretty good though, I have to say. I'm going to put just a little bit of concealer here. You can also just use your finger for this. I usually do. So there we go, a new way to do it. It is not time, but I will try this tomorrow during the day also and see how it stays on. But I think the coverage is really nice. Even though it was weird doing it that way, it worked. So anyway, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be glad to help you. Thanks for watching.